Hey, this is Rick Brandenburg for Turf Bugs and Rock and Roll. And for those of you who follow me each week, you know that this winter I've been talking a lot about the weather, sort of like an old man with his buddies down at the convenience store or the diner. I've been talking about it a lot because it's been really, really unusual. For those of you in the far west, you know it's been really unusual. But in most of the southeastern United States and up the Atlantic coast a ways and all the way west into Texas, many areas this winter have had a very, very mild winter. And growing degree day accumulations have been well above normal. In Raleigh, we were up to 5 weeks ahead of schedule back in early March. The last week or so has been below normal, so it's compressed that a little bit, and we're still a long ways ahead of normal. And starting in the next day or so, or starting when I post this, probably that day, the weather forecast is for 10 days of way above normal temperatures. So we're going to jump back ahead even further. And I know there are also areas in the United States that are a couple of weeks behind this spring. So great variation across the country. I have watched and observed the weather for many, many years as part of my job. And I don't know that I've ever seen quite the extremes. I've seen 2 weeks behind and 2 weeks ahead, but I've not seen the extremes we're seeing in much of the east and much of the south. So regardless of where you are, this is a year where if you're going to go out and monitor pests and the timing and perhaps really look at customizing the timing of any preventive applications, whether it be for white grubs, annual bluegrass weevil, mole crickets, whatever. I think it's worth your time to really do a better job monitoring than perhaps what you would in a normal year, because things are going to be more out of schedule than what I have seen them in a long, long time. And all that can change in a hurry with just one really cold spell or one really warm spell. Things can change, especially in North Carolina as we get closer to April. That's a month that a lot of things can change very quickly. But I just want to encourage you, don't assume it's going to be the same calendar date. I can see mole cricket treatments going out earlier. I can see annual bluegrass weevil treatments earlier. I can see white grub treatments possibly going out earlier. So we just really need to be on top of it this year to make sure with the products we have, we get the maximum performance out of them. Hope that helps. Look forward to talking with you again soon.